Hello everyone, welcome to the latest Jargus Ranger Review. This time we'll be looking at the season finale of Megaforce, Endgame. And this is quite a way to go out. And for starters, we still have that "our world was once a happy place" intro. And I hope that is gone starting with the next season. We just don't need that anymore. We get the idea. Anyway, this episode wastes almost no time getting straight to the action. It starts off with a few seconds of Troy training, shirtless for some reason, but then the Rangers quickly show up and tell him that they're about to start the attack. And it's true, Brock has a ton of Loogies and robots coming out of the sea towards the shore, about to attack, and the Rangers don't wait for them to show up. They start taking them all on before they can do anything. So they do their morph, and this time, it's not condensed at all. It's the full thing for every individual Ranger, which is something we haven't seen much of the past few episodes. But it's great to see for this when it's their final battle. It really makes me more excited to see them run in and kick some ass. And so the Rangers are just taking out all of the foot soldiers there, and even Roboknight joins to help out. And then Brock himself decides to join the battle, and Bill Alice wants to go and help him, but he says no, this is personal. So he comes in and he's just as powerful as ever, so the Rangers go straight to the Ultra mode. And he uses all the different elemental powers to knock them to the ground. And to finish them, they combine all the Ultra powers into one blast. But it turns out Rock wanted to do this, and he absorbs all that energy and sends it back at them. It takes them out of the Ultra mode and even busts over their morphers, so they can't use any other powers. Though he does seem kind of exhausted from it. But before either side can recover, the messenger arrives. And he announces that Rock is the brother of the prince of the oncoming armada and is about to invade. So that's another shocking revelation right there. And Troy still has his little blaster that will work, but the shots just bounce off of them. And just one swing of his sword, the messenger is able to defeat the Rangers at once. But they get back up and run into them when he shoots a blast of missiles, and that demorphs them. Gotta say, I really like the messenger. He doesn't screw around like any of the other villains. He's got a job to do and he's going to do it. He doesn't toy with his enemies at all. If he's supposed to kill ya, he's gonna kill ya. Very like that. He's very objective-driven soldier. You don't see too many of that in the Power Rangers or Sentai shows. Wonder if this will be expanded upon even more in the next season. Anyway, the messenger's about to finish them with one giant laser blast, but Roboknight can still use his morpher and activate something called Tri-Fusion. What he does for that is, he uses it to absorb all the energy from the messenger's attack into his own morpher, but using up a lot of his internal energy as well. And he uses that power to recharge the Rangers' morphers. Then he tells them, "Fight's almost over, you have to finish it now. Go." And he starts sounding less like a robot and more like, well, an actual hero in this moment. Guess RoboCop finally found his humanity again. The next scene was just great. The Rangers morph and run at the messenger, and the Ultra mode automatically activates. That's how much power they got. So they all try taking slashes at the messenger. And I noticed that every time they hit around his waist is when he got stunned. And they try doing the dynamic strike to destroy him, but he's able to match it. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. Right before they started attacking, Roboknight gave him his own blaster so they could have enough power to destroy him. So they do it again, this time Troy also using Roboknight's power. And this time it destroys the messenger, and he's just broken into a million pieces. So it's running good, right? No. Rangers are celebrating, well still more, but Troy's still standing there pretty calm. And good thing too, cause Rock shows up and tries to attack. Though Troy's reaction was surprise, even though by his demeanor you'd think he was expecting the fight to continue a bit longer. But before that fight can start, Metal Alice shows up to defend him because he's still in a weaken after absorbing all that energy. But Troy just defeats her with 2 slashes. And it turns out the messenger wasn't totally destroyed, his head remained and he could still talk. And he said that the Armada is about to attack the planet. And he suggested that the apparent prince flee the area because they're going to destroy the entire area and they might not recognize him with his new robot body and think he's not one of them. But before he does that, he walks over to Metal Alice. He thanks her for her loyalty, then he walks away, saying that she's just a failed machine and has to be scrapped. And while he's walking away, she ends up exploding. After that, he just teleports away. And as soon as he does, they get in touch with Gosei, who tells the Rangers to morph again. They ask what's wrong, and he just says, morph, morph, morph. As it turns out, the invasion has begun. And a huge bunch of alien ships and soldiers arrive on Earth and just start blowing everything up, destroying the whole city. That's right, this is the Zangiak invasion. We started Gokaiger footage. I mean, the Rangers don't know what to do. But before they started, Robo Knight's gone missing, and Troy says he's gonna look for him. So he goes running back to all the explosions trying to find him. And we get something we haven't seen in many years in Power Rangers, to be continued. I don't think there is a single episode the whole season that said to be continued. And now you end the whole thing off on a cliffhanger. And now that I think about it, this is the first season that's ended up to be continued since, well, Turbo, when it went into space. And it's very much the same kind of deal, too. Because an entire space army is coming after them now. And the Rangers have lost an ally right before them. So it really makes me wonder what they're gonna do with Super Megaforce. I mean, what kind of plot device are they gonna use to give them the Gokaiger outfits, I wonder. Overall, this definitely gets an A+ for me. This episode had a ton of action into it the whole time. You could have easily filled at least 2 or 3 more episodes into it. And it probably was about 4 episodes of Sentai they crammed into one. But they edited it together pretty damn well. And it fits as its own entity. So just about everything got wrapped up at that point. The messenger who just showed up is no more. Metal Alice, who was loyal to the end, ended up getting destroyed. We lost Robo Knight, and the Rangers could not get in touch with Gosei when the invasion started. Plus, who knows what role Rock might play when they kind of alluded that they don't recognize him anymore with his new body. They may even just kill him off at the start of the next season, who knows. And the season as a whole was pretty well done. I mean, they condensed like 50 episodes of Sentai into like 20 episodes. Which, given how Ghost Asia was organized, isn't that bad of a deal, but for a lot of other seasons, it could probably be too much condensing. It's just a shame because it didn't give us too much time to delve into all of the characters, or at least the Rangers. I mean, even the 2 characters shown in the intro, Bernie and the teacher, I can never remember his name. They show up in the intro, but what for? You only see them for like a few minutes throughout the entire season, and that's it. It's not like they're a constantly recurring character, or they play a big part of each episode like, I don't know, like Bulk and Skull. So it's kind of a waste to give them billing in the intro when they don't really do anything. Overall, this was a superb season. Power Rangers finally back in good form. I'm hoping for the next season, we've seen some good stuff about the Legend War, though this season was kind of lacking as a 20th anniversary celebration. But I guess next year we'll really see that. And Super Megaforce is already shaping up to be very well done. Now, unfortunately, this will not be the last episode we have for Megaforce, even though it should be. Instead, the next one they're going to air is the Christmas special, and then it will be done until Super Megaforce. That's all well and good, but they should have shown that first, because it's just going to be anticlimactic in comparison to what we just saw. But I'll still try to keep an open mind about when I do the review. Anyway, now I'm Jargus Ranger. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you with the next season's Super Megaforce. Until then, may the power protect you.